Hello dear students, today I will discuss part 9 of unit 6 P block elements. As in previous lecture, that is part 8, I told you about the allotrope of sulfur, that is rhombic sulfur and monoclinic sulfur. I also told you about the preparation, properties and usage of sulfur dioxide. I also told you about the properties and usage of sulfuric acid. And lastly, I told you about the oxo acid of sulfur. Now, dear students, after studying part 9, you will be able to know the topic of group 17 elements. The group 17 elements, also known as halogen family. These elements are chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine and one newly discovered element that is known as tennessine, having the atomic number 117, which is an unstable element of group 17. Now dear students, you will be able to know about the general introduction of group 17 elements. Then you will be able to know about the general electronic configuration and occurrence of group 17 elements. Then you will be able to know the trends of some atomic and physical properties. So these topic will be discussed here. That means in this lecture I will discuss these topics. So now dear students, first of all we have to introduce you about group 17 elements. So now dear students, group 17 elements also known as halogens. Here the Greek halo means salt and gens means born, that is maker. So that's why they are salt producer and hence named as halogen. Now dear students, some more points you have to note down about the group 17 elements. That is the topic which have to study in group 17 elements. In group 17 elements, you have to know about the general introduction, electronic configuration, oxidation state, that is basically -1, 2, plus 7, occurrence, trends in physical and chemical properties, then compounds of halogen, preparation, properties and usage of chlorine and hydrochloric acid, that is HCl. Then you have to know about the interhalogen compound, that means the compound formed between two halogen. Then you have to know about the oxo acid of halogen. Here only the structures are required. So these are the topics which you have to know in group 17 elements. So now dear students, first of all a general introduction about the halogen. The halogen is also known as group 17 elements and according to Mendeleev it is also known as 7th A group elements. One more name you have to know, that is halogen. This I also told you. Here halo means salt, gen means generation, that means production. So they are salt producer, hence they are known as halogens. Now dear students, look the element of halogen in sequence wise. The first element, that is this group, is also known as fluorine family because the first member of this family is fluorine, having the atomic number 9. Then again you can use the magic number to find the atomic number of rest of the elements. So now dear students, again use magic number to find the atomic number of rest of the member of group 17. Now fluorine have atomic number 9 and when you add 8 to the atomic number of fluorine, you get the 17 atomic number of chlorine. So like this way you can find the atomic number of all the element of group 17. Now dear students, let us focus about the fluorine. Fluorine have atomic number 9 and mass number 19. This you have to know that. Now about the remark, it is a gas, non-metal, also known as superhalogen. Because of their most reactivity, they behave as superhalogen. Then they have weaker van der Waals force, so that's why fluorine belong to the gas state. Now come on chlorine, atomic number 17 and mass number is 35.5. Now it is also gas, non-metal, weak van der Waals force are also there. That's why this also belong to the gas state. Now next chlorine. After chlorine, bromine. Bromine atomic number 35 and mass number is 80. Now dear students, this is only non-metal liquids in the periodic table. So one question may be arises कि which elements having non-metallic characters is liquid. So your answer is bromine. But for metal, mercury is your answer. So here bromo, that is the name of bromine came from bromose, which means unpleasant smell. So it is named as bromine. Now dear students, about the iodine, atomic number 53 and mass number is 127. It is volatile solid and non-metals, but iodine possesses some metallic luster and has tendency to lose an electron to form positive ion. That is, iodine can be formed I plus or I3 plus when combined with Cl or fluorine, that is ICl3, ICl. In ICl3, the charge on I is plus 3 and in ICl, the charge on I is plus I, plus 1. So in that way, you can know that iodine have some metallic luster, that's why they also show some metallic property. Some more points you have to note down, that is iodine on heating undergoes sublimation, so that's why this is also example of sublimation. Sublimation means the compound which upon heating directly change into solid to gas is known as sublimation. So here also iodine show the sublimation property. Dear students, so many times you listen that we use iodized salt in our house, but these iodized salt liberate I2 in form of vapor when heated. So that's why so many times it can be told to you that you have to eat some salad and put some salt on that salad so that the deficiency of iodine do not take place. And you know that the deficiency of iodine causes one disease that is known as goiter, that is swelling of neck. So these some points about iodine. Iodine is also came from the word iodide, which means violet color, hence named as iodine. So these are some points about the iodine. Now dear students, come on the astatine, atomic number 85 and mass number is 210. Now about astatine, it is solid due to greater weaker van der Waals force and also radioactive in nature. The half-life of astatine having mass number 210 is 8.3 hours, and for one isotopes of astatine, that having the mass number 211 have the half life is 7.5 hours. So these are radioactive elements. So now the last element of group 17 is UUH having the atomic number 117. This element is newly discovered and named as tennessine. It is radioactive in nature and unstable. Nowadays students, not much property of this element are known, so that's why there is no need to study about this element. Nowadays students, again come the general introduction of group 17 elements. So group 17 elements also known as seventh elements. It is also known as halogen, that is salt producer. All the group 17 elements are non-metals. This you have to know that the reactions of dihalogens are often very fast. This is due to high reactivity of halogen. Some more points you have to note it down. Listen carefully. All the element of halogens exist as diatomic covalent molecules. This is because molecules are held together by weak van der Waals forces, due to which they are volatile in nature. Again, volatile means tendency to form vapor. Now dear students, with increase in atomic size, that means down the group, as you know that number of cell increases, that's why atomic size increases. So these van der Waals force increases from fluorine to iodine, and hence the change in physical state occurs from gas fluorine and chlorine to solid I2. Now some more points you have to note it down that halogens are highly reactive, non-metallic elements. This is due to basically low bond dissociation enthalpy and high electron gain enthalpy value. So these are some general property about halogen. Now dear students, let us focus on the general electronic configuration. So here the general electronic configuration of group 17 elements is NH2 NP5. Again here N equal to number of cell, that is from 2 to 7. So look this configuration. This indicate that 7 electrons in outermost cell, that is 1 electron less than nearest noble gas configuration. Due to this reason, they have largest negative electron gain enthalpy also. So these are all about the electronic configuration of group 17 elements. Now dear students, let us focus on the occurrence of group 17 elements. So as you know that halogens are very reactive and therefore they are not found in free state in nature. However, all except astatine are found in the combined state in the earth crust. So nowadays students, fluorine is present mainly as insoluble fluorides such as fluorspar, CaF2, cryolite Na3, AlF6 and fluorapatite 3Ca3 PO4 का whole twice dot CaF2, and small quantities are present in the soil, river water, plants and bones and teeth of animals. Nowadays students, cryolite increase the conductivity and used in the metallurgical process of aluminum, and CaF2 lower the melting points of alumina. It is also used in the extraction of aluminum. Nowadays students, seawater contains sodium chloride and carnallite. Carnallite is known as also double salt because they contains two type of salt, KCl and MgCl2.6 water. One more thing you have to know about the double salt. So double salt lose their identity when dissolved in water. That means it break into K plus, Mg2 plus and Cl minus ion. So this is also a source of halogen. Certain form of marine life contains iodine in their system. Various weed such as laminaria is example of iodine. So for example, the weeds contains up to 0.5% of iodine and chili saltpeter contains up to 0.2% of sodium iodide. Here the chili saltpeter means NaNO3. So these are all about the occurrence of halogens. Some more point you have to note down that fluorine is the 13th abundant element in the earth crust, whereas chlorine is 20th abundant element in the earth crust. Bromine is 47th abundant element. So now dear students, let us focus on properties of halogen. So first property, that is physical state. About this I told you in this lecture, that is fluorine and chlorine are gases, bromine is a liquid and iodine is a solid. This is due to these molecules are held together by weak van der Waals forces. As the size increases down the group, the intermolecular forces also increases. So on account of weak intermolecular forces, the halogens are volatile in nature, and also the state change from gas to solid. This is due to down the group increase in intermolecular force of attraction. Here again volatile nature means they have tendency to come in the form of vapor. So now the students, next property, atomic and ionic radii. As you know that the halogen have the lowest value of atomic radii in their respective periods, that is from left to right the atomic radius decreases. This is due to maximum effective nuclear charge of halogen in its respective period. Now dear students, down the group atomic and ionic radii increases. This is due to increase in number of cell. So look at here, elements are given: fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Atomic radii in ppm are given 64, then 99, 114, then 133. Similarly ionic radii given in ppm, that is x minus. Here as you know that 1 electron is less than the nearest noble gas configuration, that's why it can take 1 electron to complete their octet, and hence the common ionic radii is x minus. So that's why look at here, the ionic radii also increases down the group. The values are given here: 133, 184, 196 and then 220 picometer. So this is all about ionic radius and atomic radius of halogen. Again you have to focus that from left to right the nuclear charge increases, that's why the size of halogen is lowest in their respective periods. Now dear students, next about the colors. All halogens are colored. This is due to absorption of radiation in visual region, which result in the excitation of outer electron to the higher energy level. So that's why they show the color. So by absorbing different quanta of radiation, they display different color. Here examples are given: fluorine has light yellow color, chlorine is greenish yellow, bromine is reddish in color, and iodine is violet in color. Some more things you have to note it down about the color. Fluorine require large excitation energy because the force between nucleus and outermost electron is very large. So due to this, it absorbs high energy, that is violet light, and hence show the yellow color. Similarly, iodine absorbs low energy yellow light and green radiation, that's why it show violet color. So this is also depend upon the energy, that is force of attraction between nucleus and outermost electron. Now students, astatine also have indigo or bluish in color. Now next property is solubility. So halogen being non-polar in nature, as you know that, do not readily dissolve in polar solvent like water, but fluorine react with water vigorously even at low temperature. The reaction is exothermally forming a mixture of ozone and oxygen. Look at the reaction. 2F2 plus 2 water, this will give 4HF plus O2, that is liberate oxygen gas. And when 3F2 plus 3 water, the reaction take place, it will give O3, that is ozone, plus 6HF. So this way fluorine can react with the water. Look at here also, fluorine oxidize water. That's why fluorine is better oxidizing agent than water here. Nowadays students, chlorine and bromine are fairly soluble, but iodine is very little soluble in water. Chlorine, bromine and iodine are more soluble in organic solvent like CCl4, carbon tetrachlorides, carbon disulfide and chloroform, and produce colored solution. So these are about the solubility of halogens. Some more points you have to note it down, that the solubility of I2 in water increases with addition of Ki or NaI due to formation of polyhalides, that is triiodide ions I3 minus. So you can note it down the reaction Ki plus I2, this will gives Ki3. However, this solution behave as simple mixture of Ki plus I2 and contains K plus and I minus ions and free I2. That's why this have brown color. So this is also about the solubility of I2 in water. Now dear students, next electron gain enthalpy. So this I also told you that halogen have maximum negative electron gain enthalpy in the corresponding periods. The symbol of electron gain enthalpy is delta EgH. Now dear students, this is due to basically the atom of these elements have only one electrons less than stable noble gas configuration. So that's why they have maximum negative electron gain enthalpy in their respective periods. Now dear students, some more point you have to note it down, that the negative electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is less than that of chlorine. But this cannot be happen. But here this happen. This is due to a small size of fluorine atom. As a result, there are strong interelectronic repulsion in the relatively small 2p orbitals of fluorine, and thus the incoming electron does not experience much attraction, and hence in the whole periodic tables chlorine have maximum negative electron gain enthalpy value. Now the students, look the table. Here some properties with their values are given here. The properties: electronegativity, elements are fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine and astatine. The electronegativity of fluorine is 4, that is the most electronegative elements in the periodic table. Chlorine have 3.0, Br 2.8, I 2.5, astatine 2.2. So you have to note it down about the electronegativity. By electronegativity, you can solve also number of problems. Just like one question is arises, HF and water are given to you. So out of this, which have more ionic character? In that condition, HF have more ionic character than water. This is due to basically the electronegativity difference between the hydrogen and oxygen and hydrogen and fluorine. So oxygen have 3.5 electronegativity. So that's why the HF bond is more polar than the HO bond. So by this way, you can also calculate the polarity of different molecules. Now next, electron gain enthalpy. So look at here, fluorine have minus 333 electron gain enthalpy, which is less than minus 349 electron gain enthalpy of chlorine. So that's why the order of electron gain enthalpy is Cl, then is have more electron gain enthalpy than fluorine, then Br, then iodine. Now the students, next bond dissociation enthalpy in kilojoule per mole. So the bond dissociation enthalpy of fluorine is 158.8, chlorine is 242.6, Br 192.8, iodine 151.1. So that is the more bond dissociation enthalpy is for chlorine, that is Cl2 have more bond dissociation enthalpy, then Br2, then fluorine, and then iodine. So one question maybe arises, why the fluorine have less bond dissociation enthalpy? So this is due to basically due to presence of lone pair of electrons on fluorine. There is more interelectronic repulsion between fluorine atom due to small size. Hence, the bond dissociation enthalpy of fluorine is less than chlorine and bromine. Now next, about the bond length, that is XX bond length. So the bond length increases down the group due to increase in size. So that's why iodine have maximum bond length and fluorine have minimum bond length in picometer. Now about the melting points. This I told you that melting point depend upon symmetry or molar mass. Here down the group mass are increases. That's why force of interaction also increases. Hence melting point increases down the group. Now standard electrode potential, that is E naught value in volt, are given here. This is show the positive value, and this I told you that more the positive value, more will be the oxidizing nature. So here fluorine have plus 2.87 E naught value, Cl have 1.36 E naught value, Br have 1.09, and iodine have 0.54 E naught value. So more the E naught value, that is positive value, more will be the, that is stronger will be the oxidizing agents. So that's why fluorine is the strongest oxidizing agent in this group. Now boiling points. Look again, the boiling points it also depend upon the mass. Down the group mass increases, that's why boiling point also increases. So there is no variations. This is the simple rule. Now next, first ionization enthalpy in kilojoule per mole. So look at this. Ionization enthalpy depend upon the size of elements, that is small the size, more will be the ionization enthalpy. So down the group the size increases, that's why ionization enthalpy value decreases down the group. So this is also general trend which can be seen here. So now dear students, next about the color. This I told you that fluorine have light yellow color, chlorine have yellow green color, bromine have reddish brown color, iodine have deep violet colors, and statine have indigo or bluish in color. So these are some trend in atomic and physical property in the form of table. So now dear students, next work out examples which are related to the topic which you have to study here. So first question, see the greatest source of some halogens. Comment on this statement. Your answer is sea water contains chlorides, bromides and iodides of sodium, potassium, magnesium and calcium. Therefore, sea the greatest source of halogen. One more thing you have to note it down about the iodine. Iodine is obtained from seaweeds, mainly Laminaria. Here seaweeds means that is unwanted plants is known as weeds. So that's why Laminaria is also a source of iodine. Now second question, why are halogens colored? This I also told you. But now here the answer is, it is because they absorb light from visible region and radiate complementary colors. So that's why halogens are colored. Now dear students, question number third. Halogens have maximum negative electron gain enthalpy in the respective periods of periodic tables. Why? So this I also told you. But here write the answer like this. Halogen have the smallest side in their respective periods and therefore high effective nuclear charge. Here effective nuclear charge means the effect of nucleus, that is proton. Consequently, they readily accept 1 electrons to acquire a stable noble gas electronic configuration. So this is your answer for this question. Now dear students, next question, why are halogens strong oxidizing agents? So this I also told you, halogen act as strong oxidizing agent because they have high value of negative electron gain enthalpy and their reduction potentials are high, that is positive. So due to this reason, that is more positive inert value, so the strong oxidizing nature of halogen. Now dear students, next question, that is question number 5. Although electron gain enthalpy of fluorine is less negative as compared to chlorine, but fluorine is stronger oxidizing agent than chlorine. Why? So you can write the answer like this way. It is due to first low enthalpy of dissociation of FF bond. This is due to lone pair on small size of fluorine, and then high hydration enthalpy of fluorine. This I also told you that small the size of ions, more will be the hydration. If you compare the hydration enthalpy of F minus and Cl minus ion, so the hydration enthalpy of F minus is minus 515, that is 515, and the hydration enthalpy of chlorine Cl minus is minus 381 kilojoule per mole. So by this way, you can write the answer of this question. Now question number 6. Why is F2 most reactive among halogens? Your answer is F2 is most reactive among halogen. This is due to low bond dissociation enthalpy. So these are some questions which have to note it down also in your copy. So again same thing are repeated. Do all work in classwork copy. Prepare a note with the help of PPT video. Stay safe, stay healthy and keep learning. This I told you so many times that learning is the continuous process. So that's why you also continue the learning. Thank you dear students.